Hey, and welcome to this ecoVillages update. It's been a while. I think this is my second vlog ever. The last one was, 2 months ago or something now. And that was when I just finished the geodome and the winter was just ending. And I've been pretty busy for the last few months, mainly setting everything up on this land so that, I'm comfortable, and then I could potentially bring people here for a workshop and start building a tiny Earthship, which is what this is all leading up to. But until I've got the basics sorted, it's just not been an option to even really think about much to do with that. But I'm very close now, and things are not perfect, but they're more than good enough. That's a little round garden pod. We're hotting up for summer here, and so shading seems to be pretty necessary. And I'm doing a little bit of gardening because my focus is going to be on the build, but I don't want to do no gardening, so I'm doing a little bit also to experiment and test ways of doing things here, which is really different to anything I'd have done where I was before in India or anywhere really. It's such a hot, dry summer. But fortunately, we have a borehole, which is there. You can see in the middle, that's a little pipe coming out the ground. And we have just a little bit of everything. Put a few flowers in for fun, giving this olive tree some love. It's going to take time. And another little round garden, some corn, mainly aloe vera, and a few little things. And then this is a nice little project, working on this pond. It's nearly done. It looks very milky because actually I don't know exactly why, but it looks like it's this chalk here that came out from the ground, so I think it's still quite new, so I'm hoping it will clear up, but it's just chalk, which isn't too terrible. And when it's 40 degrees, I'm going to have no problem jumping in there. So that's coming along. It's looking good. And so I thought I'd do a little tour and an update on a vlog today. Here's a cute little spiral garden, which is, it's not got a lot going on really, but it's there, coming along. It's still not quite right. The height of the soil needs to get leveled because the water's just sort of draining off when you put it on, which isn't good. There's a little sprinkler you can see there, which suggests there's a water system, which has probably taken the most amount of time for me, and technical too, is getting basically water from this borehole to be running to use hose pipes, and there even a kitchen sink in the distance, and of course a nice shower which has got a gas a geyser on it. I hope to do a solar at some point, but so we've got a kind of a water tower which has got a 2,000 litre tank there, and that just has to be covered with plastic for now. With the sun it will be green. It was green in a couple of weeks. It was pretty gross. And I'm only using that water now to irrigate and for the pond and things like that. And then this is it's a bit of a wacky but functional. This is a little shower. It's still not finished, but it works. There's a little gas heater. Let's go in there, shall we? There you go. And it's a bit messy, and things need to be improved, but it's one of the first things I had running here, and it was a joy in winter. Wow, to have a nice hot shower. And then there's a few cool gadgets. This is huge, wonderful fridge freezer, which has just liberated me for being able to shop and buy fresh food, which last year was just a waste of time really in this kind of a climate. So now I'm shopping and getting nice greens and keeping them for more than a day. And then we've got the most wonderful I'm actually okay without one of these, but I'm even more okay with one. So it cleans better than I do. Yeah, washing machine, wow, huh? And this is all powered from these panels and some very cool lithium-ion batteries, and a good system that's hiding behind this metal shed. And this is a 2 kilowatt array that's probably doing 2 kilowatts right now. Well, it would be, but everything's full with more than enough power, and we can store 5, and yeah, we can use up to 2 in the day without touching the batteries, which is a lot. So it's great. It means I could all day long run all of this equipment, and it wouldn't impact the batteries at all, which is amazing, really. Yeah, that's the best solar system I've ever had. And this is a hole in the ground, which I think I'm going to fill it back up. It was going to be to store water, but it's a bit tricky. If I had clay, I might try and seal it with a clay finish, but I don't want to put such a big plastic in. I don't want to put concrete. So if you got any great ideas, unless you do, I'm going to fill it back up, I think. Yeah, so that's the kind of basics. There's also a geodome down the other side of the land, and a few other little things. But yeah, there's a lot been happening. We have power and water, and a nice kitchen, big enough to cook and feed a workshop load of people, I'd say. Yeah, so let's take a walk while I update a bit more. Why not? Got a fence, well, a partial fence. Actually quite a nice result, because I didn't really want to put it, because I don't really like fences. But it's a sort of half see-through fence that I put mainly to stop the dogs barking all the time when they see us walking around. Yeah, there's a few things we've planted here, some pumpkins and that kind of thing. Yeah, so this is all the land. It's quite narrow in parts, and that's a neighbour over there. It's the only neighbour we have. He's a farmer, real old school farmer. And yeah, so over here we have the geodome, and the Earthship we will put further up. It's a beautiful spot. Let's have a peek at the geodome. There it is. It's partially covered. Probably it's about 100 degrees in there right now. In fact, it's so hot in there, it's not even possible to be in there in the day. I'm thinking to make a big roof to shade it completely, but it's crazy hot here when it gets hot. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and as I say, I feel like I am almost ready to start writing and bringing together this first workshop, which will be the build of a tiny Earthship spiral, probably. And I'm hoping to do this in a month. That would be up to the roof, probably with a roof, maybe 6 weeks. That's the sort of goal, which is quick, but doable, I think, if depending on how many people we have. Although a little smaller than what we're doing, but we're doing a this really makes things much easier. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and nice chatting with you, and stay tuned for more. And if you are interested in attending one of these workshops soon, then yeah, stay tuned. I'll be posting very soon, I hope, within a week or two, with some more information. All right, have a great day.